if I'm his crown, Gabriella's the thorn in his foot.
It's true.
We
Are
sisters,
and
we finish
each other's
sentences. We're going to talk about going from the prehistoric to the future agent. How many of you guys have ever said, I don't really need a system, it's all up here? You have your leads on Post-it notes, whiteboards, paper files. Maybe you ride a horse to your appointment. You're probably on what we like to call a transaction roller coaster.
You convert the appointment, you're at the top, but you have no systems. You're the transaction coordinator, you're the listing coordinator, you're the VA, you're the admin, and now you've done nothing to get more business. You're stuck. So we're going to talk about how to get off the transaction roller coaster so that we're ready for AI. And if we don't have any systems, we're not going to be ready.
To get started, this is what we're going to do. This side of the room, when I point to you, you're going to say do, okay? The middle is going to say more. And then you guys are going to say deals, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Do more deals! All right. That felt good. I feel that coffee.
Let's go.
All right. So this is an actual photo of Aaron and I doing real estate in 2006, 2007. You'll see in the back a filing cabinet. If you're 20, this is a piece of furniture and it has drawers. And there's files and each file is a different deal. And so you put your checklist and all your paperwork in there. And then when you go on vacation, you have to put it in your suitcase. And then after a full day of traveling, your husband asks you to do work. And then you resent him for the whole trip. Oh, sorry. That's just me. You can also see the stacks of papers on the desk. So Aaron would prospect his probate leads and the papers would stack up really high like this until they couldn't stack anymore. And then he'd be forced to kind of clean them out. How many of you guys have ever said, I don't really need a system, it's all up here? If this is you, you're probably on what we like to call a transaction roller coaster.
You get a lead. You get on the roller coaster and you're super excited. You convert the lead. You get an appointment and now the listing's on the market and it's pending. You're at the top of the roller coaster, but you have no systems. So now you have to service the lead. You have to answer all the emails. You're the transaction coordinator, you're the listing coordinator, you're the VA, you're the admin. You have to take them to closing. And now you've done nothing to get more business. Does anybody feel like they were on the transaction roller coaster or still are on the
Yeah, I see some of them sweating.
So we're going to talk about how to get off the transaction roller coaster. And we're also going to talk about how we can set up our systems so that we're ready for AI. Because remember, we have to teach AI what we want it to know. And if we don't have any systems or any SOPs or anything in place, we're not going to be ready. So now let's go to the modern agent. You have a CRM. You might have a few automations in your CRM. You have everything digitized. You're feeling really great about, some of the systems that you've put in place. And you're feeling pretty modern at this point.
Now, we heard Mondo talk. A lot of us, it gave us the sweats, okay? It overwhelmed us. It was like, I'm not even ready to think about this. Others were super excited. And so this speech, what we want to do is it has a little bit for all of you. If you're on ground zero, we're going to get you here. If you already have your CRM and you want to see how AI is going to integrate into that, we're going to talk about that as well. Okay? So who's up for it? Love it.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm going to take you through some of the basics that we need to have in our CRM. I want to say pick something simple, easy to use, something that you love, because simplicity scales, complexity fails. Some of you need to tattoo that on your foreheads. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about a few things that every single CRM does and that we need to implement in our daily life. So the first thing is a smart list. Now, your CRM has the capability to sort groups, and these groups have different functionalities. The first one, it should dictate your daily workflow. You can number them 1 through 5, 1 through 10, whatever it is. It should dictate what you do every day. A lot of agents tell me, I fluff around. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a schedule. I sometimes prospect in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. I get distracted. I have no one to tell me what to do, and I need structure. This is it. So number 1, your first smart list are your daily leads, the first ones that come into your database. Those are the ones you're going to call first. Then your second group are your weekly leads. Maybe you left voicemails. Maybe they had to speak to their spouse. Maybe they said, call me later, I'm in the shower. Whatever it is, this group you're going to hit throughout the entire week over and over again. Just like Jeff Quinton said, you need to convert these leads that week. You're calling them every day. Your next group may be a nurture, right? Like Elizabeth said, how are you nurturing your clients? This is a great way to keep 50 people in a group, and you're going to go through that group during the week. How can I touch them? How do I like to prospect? Am I handing out pies? Am I calling them? Am I doing handwritten notes? Whatever is authentic to you, they're organized in a group. You're touching them with a newsletter, a campaign, something like that. We have smart lists for everything. The second is, how are you going to get information out effectively and efficiently to 28,000 people? That's how many people we have in our database. So I have everybody sorted. Here are my ladies. Here are my coaching clients. Here are all my podcast guests. Everyone is in a specific group.
So how is AI going to help us with our smart lists? What if AI could automatically tag your leads based on your call logs and emails? Most CRMs are already doing this. So let's say that you're speaking with a seller and they say, oh, my listing just expired today. What if they automatically went into the expired smart list? That's already a capability. And now I'm not saying that you need to build this yourself. You might need to hire a VA to do this for you. Either way is fine. But I just want to open up your mind to see where it's going, because sometimes when we think AI is just so out there, I want to give you some concrete ways that it can get added on to the CRM that you already have. And you can create infinite tags for your smart lists. A great way to find what tags you need is to use ChatGPT. Okay, so I did this for our market. I went in there and asked, what are the top 5 growing niches in Broward County? Have any of you guys ever done that for your county? It gave me a detailed report of all the niches, why they're growing, and that's not just for the smart list. That's also who your avatar is. This works great for social media. Who am I posting for? Is it your mom? Because that's the only one who's liking your photos right now. Use ChatGPT to grow your business, to figure out who your niches are, and you can create smart lists for those niches. Once you have those smart lists, you can use AI to make it more efficient.
Scripts. I love this one. So shout out to Heath. He's in the back. So when he first started, he was super dedicated to the scripts, and he was prospecting out of his police car. And we thought, what a great idea to put the scripts into our CRM and automate them to come up with a tag. So Heath, let's pretend Heath is prospecting in his police car. He puts in a tag, probate script, and that script populates on the client page. And maybe he's new at a new niche. Maybe you're a new agent, or you're trying something else out. And you get rid of those nerves by having that script in your CRM ready to go at all times. So we don't really have any excuse, right? So we can have our notes, our call logs, everything in one place.
How many of you would love to have AI help you role play? Yeah, I hear it all the time. I can't find a role play partner. My schedule is really difficult. I can't find someone. Well, that ends here. I learned this from some of the agents in our chats. Shout out once again to Heath. What a superstar. Chris and Aisha, they're the ones who were trying this out in the chats. I had no idea. So it is an app that you can choose the difficulty level, beginner, medium, expert. You can choose the script and it will role play with you. It will record it. It will give you suggestions on how you can do better next time. Can you see how this could help you? Because how Aaron says, skills pay the bills. That's right. You got it. Also, post-call intelligence. Most CRMs already have AI integrated that transcribes and reviews the transcripts of calls. And then it can suggest to you follow-up questions, next actions, or what campaign to put them on. So it's just creating more efficiency in the business and taking you out of it. So if they mention something to you, oh, we want to wait for the school year, you'll get a reminder of what to ask them the next time you call them. Oh, make sure to follow up on that timeline to make sure they reach their goals.
Deadlines and appointments. Has anyone lost a substantial amount of money because they missed a deadline or an appointment? We all have. It's happened to all of us, okay? So let's make that something of the past. I want to tell you a quick story about Aaron and his beloved calendar. When I first joined the team, he asked me, Gabriella, I need help with my calendar, scheduling my podcasts, scheduling my coaching clients. Can you help me? I said, yes. Let's get a new calendar. We'll integrate it into the CRM. Everyone will have access to it, and life will be a joy of organization. But Aaron had a secret calendar. It was a secret, crusty, dusty, old Microsoft calendar. It wasn't connected to anything. It was just living in the ether. And I kept putting in appointments, and he kept following the other calendar. And we would get into fights about it. And one day, Aaron left the office. I snuck into the office and I deleted the calendar.
You see how she's a thorn?
He was really mad. Look at him in the back. He's like, But the reason why I tell this story is because sometimes it's really, really hard to change. And like Aaron says, the story of one is the story of all. And it can be very difficult to change to a new system, to change to a new calendar, to change to a new CRM. And I just want to say, give it time. Give it time, try it out, live with it for a little bit. And the same thing happened to Aaron. He lived with a new calendar. It's working great for us. He doesn't even remember that old calendar.
He's bitter.
So there's something called a custom field in the CRM, and you can make that custom field attached to your calendar. So a lot of agents ask me, how do I get my transaction coordinator organized, and how do I know what her deadlines are? I just want to know, because as agents, we are not managing those deadlines. The transaction coordinator is managing them. And if we want to micromanage them and be nosy about the deadlines, fine. You tell your transaction coordinator, go into the CRM when the transaction goes pending and put in all those deadlines. They'll connect to the calendar. Everyone on the team will be on board. The other great thing the CRM has is an appointment module. You're on your prospecting call, you get an appointment. While you have your CRM open, you put in the appointment into your calendar. It sends an automatic text message reminder and email confirmation. And now you have all your appointments in the calendar. And the calendar is in the CRM so the whole team can see it. I have trained Aaron to put in his haircuts, his massage appointments, everything, because I need to know where he is so I can schedule things properly, and your team does too. Your calendar is king. Keep it nice and organized and use the CRM and the custom fields to manage your deadlines.
What if AI could help you by watching your leads or your profiles and updating calendars on its own? So say it detects that an inspection was delayed. What if it moved the deadline and it created a task for you? What if it alerted the other agent for you? That would be very efficient, wouldn't it? Also, it can warn you when you haven't completed something, and it can do some smart scheduling. So if a prospect requests a call, it can suggest 3 high conversion time slots, add a little buffer time, book the meeting, and then update it in your CRM. It can be booking appointments when you're not working, when you're not even around. And the next morning, you open your calendar and you have appointments there. So that's where it can go, but you have to have the basics first. If you're not even using a calendar, if you're not even using a CRM, how can you even think of the next level?
Workflows. Okay, so a lot of agents keep all of their checklists in their heads. Some people use Post-it notes, others the whiteboard in the office, and some people are using something like Slack, which is not a bad thing. But it was a game changer for us to take all of the workflows, all of the SOPs out of our heads and put them into the CRM. And so now I've created an automation, which is super easy to do. So every time a stage changes in the database, we get a workflow that populates. So when the lead goes to appointment set, I get a nice, beautiful little list on the left-hand side that tells me exactly what I need to do for every single appointment that I set. Now, why would I do this? Who cares, right? But imagine you have 5 appointments, 5 listings ready to go on the market, 5 on the market, 5 pending, and 2 ready to close. How are you going to remember every single thing that you need to do for every single client? You can't. And so then your memory caps and you say, well, why can't I do more than 20 deals? Because your memory is not allowing you to grow. You don't have the systems. So now I have a checklist for every single stage. And I can hire a VA. Hey, plug into those checklists that I have going. I can go on vacation. Hey, Carla, while I'm on vacation, will you just look at those tasks that are open for all the pendings while I'm away? So now I can grow, I can hire staff, I can delegate. But if it's all in your mind or on a Post-it note, or on a whiteboard, you're stuck.
Some of you haven't updated your checklist since the time of the dinosaurs. Some of you may not have checklists for each stage yet. And others, you guys, maybe after this event, you're ready to pivot. You want to get into creative deals and you want to make new checklists for those novation deals, those wholesale deals. Well, you can use ChatGPT to create them for you. That's step 1. The project basically has to learn how you speak, what you're about, and this is what you'll be uploading in there. You need to upload everything into the project so that it knows your business, so that it can do all these crazy things for you. But if you don't have this step, you can't get there. So get creative with ChatGPT, let it do the work for you, and then just move on.
A lot of agents think that the campaigns are going to change their lives. I'm going to put on a new campaign and it's going to convert leads for me, and I'm going to have to just sit pretty and let those campaigns make me money. And it's just really not a great expectation because, like we said, humans still need human touch. So I just want to make everybody's expectation clear that campaigns are a great support. So let's talk about a few really great ways to implement campaigns. The first one is directly when your leads come into the database, they should get a text message right away that says, I received your inquiry. When's a good time to chat? Because you're still going to talk to them. The campaign is not going to do the converting for you. And if they don't respond, they'll get a trickle of emails just to keep top of mind. And you're going to continue to call them because they're in your weekly follow-up smart list. The second campaign you might want to put on is a nurture. Maybe you made a few phone calls and you've put a few clients in your nurture group. They're not ready yet to buy and sell. Maybe it's a probate nurture, and you put them on a campaign while you are still calling them periodically. This can look different for everybody. Maybe after you close a deal, you still like that client and you want to keep in touch with them. Because not every past client is someone that you want to keep in touch with. I like to do this with a little tag so that not all my past clients get this automation, but you can choose to send them, little updates so you're top of mind. Like Elizabeth said, people forget that you're in real estate. So you want to have an email campaign throughout the year. Just, hey, what's going on? Little touches, right? So again, the campaigns are fantastic. They're easy to do. They're easy to implement. And they're great for keeping you top of mind as a support. And they work. Aaron had a lead. He called that lead. He spoke to them and kind of ghosted him. And the campaign drip just kept on going. And it was just a plain email that said, it's been a hectic week. And the client responded, yes, it has been a hectic week. Thanks for following up, Aaron. He got the listing. Bam. And you might be thinking, oh, these campaigns are so boring. They're just like, just emails, right? But Aaron put spicy videos inside.
If not those types of spicy videos.
Videos.
That sounds a little weird.
Okay, you're right. He made his campaigns a little spicier by putting videos in them. They weren't spicy videos. That's what I meant to say. There are so many video integrations that you can do, like BombBomb and many others that are super easy. A click of the button, you record a video, you insert it into the email, and you create email templates, and then you have a nice campaign. People like to put a face to the name. They want to get to know you. So put those emails in with videos just to make the campaigns a little bit better.
If you don't want to go into the CRM and use other people's campaigns, they're very easy to create now with ChatGPT or Claude. Anything, you can prompt it to do anything for any niche. So whatever you can think of, whatever is your bread and butter, if it's, luxury, if it's probates, whatever it is, you just need to prompt it and it will do the whole campaign for you guys. And this is going to take it to another level, obviously, with things that Mondo's talking about, where it will intuitively create campaigns based on, communications that you have with people. That's like the next level to the next level. But once again, you guys have to have the campaigns and the CRM built out to even get to that level.
Appreciation marketing, long-lasting relationships with the client. We hired a client care coordinator, and that person's sole task was to infuse love into the transaction. It's such a transactional back and forth that's what we were missing. And I know that gift giving gets a bad rap. It's like, well, you're buying love and you're buying reviews. But it's one of the 5 love languages. And think about receiving a gift, something really thoughtful from someone, and how amazing that made you feel and how loved you felt. Listen up, husbands. Buy your wives gifts. Even if they're like, I don't want anything. Don't get me anything.
She's lying.
I usually tell Carla to tell David what to get me.
He never listens.
Anyway, Gift giving gets a bad rap, but it is really amazing and powerful when you infuse it into the transaction. And we did just that. So in our CRM, we integrated something called AM cards, and they physically mail out cards and gifts to the client. And of course, we created an SOP. When the listing was signed, they got a little Starbucks gift card that was like, we can't wait for this journey. The second gift, if they were super anxious, we would give them movie tickets and we would say, chill out. And the last gift, of course, was the closing gift. And I would wait a week. They would receive the gift. I would be super excited. I would call them and I would say, did you get it? Did you get it? Yes, I loved it. Thank you so much. They were happy. I was happy. And then I asked them to leave us a review. And our reviews, guess what? They went up. I received gifts back. People purchased gifts and mailed them back to me. Not Aaron. I got the gifts, the handwritten notes. Maybe this isn't something that agents should spend their time on, but it's definitely something that they should infuse in their business with a client care coordinator. Takes out the shipping, shopping, all of the handwritten tasks out of it. So it's effective and efficient with a great SOP.
And what if AI was monitoring these people and it alerted you to the 1 year, 3 year, or 5 year anniversaries? What if it was monitoring all your communications with them and it alerted you, oh, this person just had a baby. This person just lost their job or got a new job. This, life events. So AI doesn't just monitor calendar dates, it monitors life events. And that is how you build relationships. It can also suggest gifts based on their personality, maybe gifts that you've given them before. Susie, you gave her brownies last time. This time, maybe you should give her a charcuterie board. So AI can kind of take the guesswork out of gifts and also remind you of things that you don't have time to be monitoring their birthday, their 1 year anniversary, and their life events. So it could just add that extra level of touch to the transaction.
PLAN, prospecting, lead generation, appointments, negotiating deals. Those are all the activities that make money. Everything else
you're not supposed to do.
Delegated to someone else. So I know we gave you a lot of information. And Carla and I have created some really amazing resources for systems. So Carla has an amazing systems course, and I created a CRM course that takes you step by step on how to build out the CRM, like we talked about, with your smart lists, your deadlines, your workflows, all of that. And the great news is that all of these resources are free to elite builders.
Let's go.
So, yes. And we have a school community as well that's free for everyone. And this is a great place for forums and community. Aaron does office hours every Tuesday. That's where our role play groups are. So some of you asked me about role playing, the school community, and I'll send that link out to everyone. And if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, I also want to shout out Kathleen Metcalf over here. Wave over there. Kathleen, if you don't know her, she has coached the top agents in our industry on systems. That's what she does. So if you need a coach, if you're like, I can't do it, I don't want to do it, talk to her. All right, guys, that's it. Let's go, let's grow.
Let's go.
If you work long enough and hard enough, you'll eventually work with your mentors.
My God, that's Alex Layer. He makes $1 million a year. That's unbelievable.
I'd be so nervous to go talk to him. That model is in the process of dying. So you think you're solving a problem when you're actually creating more problems.
Because if you're adaptive, you're going to thrive. If you're not, you're going to be in the ice with the rest of the dinosaurs.
I think a lot of people imagine they're just lucky. The vast majority who sit on panels who run teams, they don't make that much money. Everybody looks at gross, we clap them on the back, nobody looks at net. What caused you to say, hey, I want to make sure this is profitable? So I legitimately remember coming to events like this